Archie is about an 8-month-old poodle mix, and he's got a condition that we call patella luxation. Patella luxation is basically where your kneecaps dislocate from within your knee, and it's a super common condition in dogs, but it has a grading system that goes from 1 through 4, with 4 being the most severe. So Archie happens to be a severe patella luxation, which is a grade 4. And with that, it's not like a standard case. We have to definitely pay a lot more attention to the bony anatomy that he's got, because it's the underlying bone structure that causes this patella luxation. From this CAT scan, we were able to obviously make measurements, but we were also able to print in 3D these little life size, so these are the actual size of his bones, bone models, so that we could rehearse the surgery, make sure it's going to work, and then actually do some work beforehand in terms of preparation, which involves, you know, bending the plates and getting the plates ready so that it makes the surgery faster. So we're going to do several things to his knee. We're going to straighten his femur, untwist his knee, and untwist his tibia to get his leg straight. And we're going to do that on both legs. To do that, it's not what we've got to do is use special bone plates. They're not highly unique, but they're plates that we have. They're incredibly small plates because he's got very small bones. But this is an example of the plate we'll be using in Archie. One of the 4 plates we'll be using. So that's the size of his plate. It's pretty small, and that'll be put on his femur, one on each leg, roughly about in that position, and you can see how it fits nicely to the size of his femur. So once that bone is straight, we'll apply that. Look, we have a straight leg. If you compare that leg to that leg, yeah, it's definitely a lot straighter. And the kneecap is in, which is good. It was really difficult, I'll be honest with you. It was way more scarred up than you'd want in a knee, which made it harder to fix, but we'll see what the x-rays look like, but so far so good. So yeah, Archie, his operation went quite well, but it was definitely more difficult than we anticipated. We found that the complexity of his bony anatomy really limited how well we could correct his knee. So he had extreme torsion, which means a twist and turn of the knee. So we got it back into its normal position and how it should look, but it did take a lot of work and many more hours than we anticipated. So at that point we made a decision to just do one leg at a time for Archie rather than both legs at the same time.
Archie's back 7 weeks after leg 1, and he's starting to use his leg quite nicely. X-rays today, and the bones are healing nicely and his patella's in place. We do have one pin that's just migrated out a little bit, causing him a bit of irritation. So the plan is just to take that out today and get him prepared down the track for leg number 2.
We'll expect that his bones will have healed on the osteotomies that we've done, and we hope that he's making slow and steady progress. I don't think we'll see his full potential for a few months yet, but we're excited to see his progress, and all being well on the first leg, we'll be ready to do the second leg in due course.